Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Scruff the Fox here, and welcome back to part 2 of Fursona Evolutions. I'm back here again with my friend Alexander. Say hi.
Okay.
And basically, we're gonna continue where we left off, but just to let you know, I do apologize for my language at the end of the last video. I didn't realize what time it was, and I was missing an important Discord. I mean, not Discord, an important Zoom call. So I do apologize for my language last episode. I'm going to try not to repeat it in this one. So, with that being said, let's go on and try to continue where we left off, shall we?
Where did we leave off? We
Um,
were on. Were we on the
oops, wrong one.
one with the teal outline?
Let me double check. I can remember it if I see it. Yeah, the one with the teal outline was the one where we left off. Do you kind of want to repeat
Then
what you said here about it?
I said I liked the lighting I did. The lighting I did with the teal. This is also another one where the gauges don't have lobes. Well,
Ah,
like they aren't in lobes; they're just in the ear.
yeah, I just,
And then the eyes, I actually don't mind how like one is smaller than the other. I think it just looks like he's squinting.
yeah, it kind of looks like he's
Um,
squinting a bit.
I don't really think I like how I drew his name at the bottom.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's rotting away a bit, and it has a little bite taken out of it.
Yeah, it's unnecessary, but I mean it's a okay drawing. I think
Yeah,
we were about to move on to the next.
yeah, the next one.
Yeah, this one actually has the lobes that I'm talking about,
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, comparing them. Yeah,
and
I can see him.
he
Oops.
looks he looks zooted. He looks high.
Yes, he
It looks
does.
like he's been getting up to some illegal activity.
Yeah,
Um,
which we do not
I don't
condone.
like how his nose has a million dots on it.
That. Yeah, I gives
It's
it some more texture
it's
though.
frankly it's just agitating.
Agitating.
Yeah, but this is just another one that has like way too large of the cheek fluffs. It's okay. I mean, it's I don't like the shape of the head with the large cheek fluffs. Like if I try to ignore the cheek fluffs, I like it better.
Okay. Okay, on to the next
And the
one.
mohawk is
Oh,
crooked.
oh, the
Mohawk's
mohawk.
crooked.
Oh yeah, it kind of is. I was considering switching
But
Wi-Fi's
yeah,
for a sec.
we can,
You can't see what I'm doing, but I
yeah,
was considering switching my Wi-Fi for a second. So
we can move on.
yeah, let's move on. I was considering switching to a different Wi-Fi that I'm using, but
I like
okay.
this one.
Do you like this one?
Yeah, even though it has big cheek fluffs, I actually don't mind them here.
Hmm.
It's kind of looks it's kind of cute. I don't mind him.
Oops.
I like his shave. This is where I'm starting to calm down with the all of the fluff. Where I'm starting
Yeah.
to calm down on drawing too much fluff.
Yeah, because you were in a big fluffy phase for a while, I could tell.
So I've kind of calmed down there. The transitions between the transition between the
Boop.
like wrist and paw is better. And generally there's a lot of improvement
Foot.
here. I don't really like how the mohawk is sitting against the hair.
Sitting against
He's
what?
got his
You cut
lobes.
out for a second.
I don't the front of his mohawk, how it's laying against above his eyes.
Ah. Okay. You don't
I
like
don't really
that?
like how it's laying there.
Okay.
It's I don't know what about it I don't like. I don't know. The mohawk has always been difficult to draw and figure out,
Hmm.
and honestly, I think it could have just done without the whole front piece
Yeah, the whole front
in front
piece?
of the face.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I noticed that he has stars in his eyes. Is that just a
Oh yeah,
fun
I
little
like that
detail?
one.
Okay, you like
I
yeah,
started You can go back to the one before and you can see that I put star highlights.
but oh yeah, and his eyes are kind of like all wonky shape as well on the previous one.
I started making his eyes sort of wiggly. Then I started putting like stars in his like giving him star pupil
Ah,
because I thought it was a fun detail.
okay. So so yeah, really not much you'd want to change on this one?
I mean, I think that the paw that's resting at his side could have been drawn better.
Mm.
The paw resting at his side could have been drawn better. I still am not a fan of the mohawk, but the cheek fluffs, like how big they are, it actually looks good here. Um, and everything else is not bad. It could use, it's not.
You cut out for a second there. All I heard was it's not bad, and it.
It could use improvement.
Okay. Yeah, I do apologize
But
if
I kind of, yeah,
he cuts out a bit. It's kind don't have the best Wi-Fi, so okay. Are we moving on?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't particularly like this one. I was having trouble learning digital art,
Mm.
and I don't like how the teeth are shaded. The cheek fluffs don't look good. The ears, they look kind of wrinkly around the
Yeah.
edges.
Yeah. Kind of
The
winkly.
mohawk, I don't like how it's drawn. It's just kind of I don't really like this.
Honestly,
Uh,
it's for me. It's like something about the face makes it read more dog than rat.
his muzzle is too boxy.
That might be it. Honestly, it's reading to me more dog than rat.
Um, my hamster's out.
Oh, you wait. What? Wait. We got hamster
Wanna-
sneak peek. Special guest. There we go. Little special guest. Hamster.
Hamsters kind of look similar to rats. In some ways, especially Assyrians. I have Assyrian over there, but this is a dwarf.
Mm.
And you can see that her face shape is really like triangular.
Yeah, but in the picture with the rat, it was really square and boxy.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
if you have her up here.
yeah, I do. As soon
Yeah,
as I heard the hamster was coming out, I got it up. Because
just
hamster.
give her
Oh, did it
Donna.
get treat?
There you go.
Special guest. Hamster. There you go. Unexpected special guest.
Very cute.
Yes.
Her setup isn't the best compared to Lenore's, which Lenore is this.
Yeah. But, but yeah. Look at all those walls they can run around in.
I'm gonna leave that like that now, I guess.
Okay, just make sure they don't decide to jump out. I would hate for that
He
to be
doesn't
caught on
really
camera.
jump. Lenore. Lenore has jumped on it,
Okay, so should we get back?
but yeah,
We had a good hamster
you can
break.
tell that rodents have a more angular face shape. Unless they are going load.
Okay,
Unless they're just squishing up into a ball, they have a more triangular face shape.
got it. Okay, back to the pictures. And we were here. So yeah, we got a little reference from a special guest. Oh, you're closing the cage now?
Yeah, yeah. The Donna, she wants, but
What? She wants
the
what?
face shape is definitely. She wants out again. She was like,
Ah, yeah. There we go, better look. Okay, got it.
so um, yeah, the face shape is really off.
Okay.
I don't have much to say about him other than I don't like how he looks.
Okay, got it. Shall we
Not even a
move on?
quality issue. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't like the paws in the.
don't like the paws.
Yeah, I still don't like the cheek fluff or the mohawk. Not that I'm against mohawks. I'm against how I was drawing the mohawk.
Mm.
I don't like how I was drawing the mohawk. I don't like how I was drawing the cheek fluff. And, I don't like how I drew the paws either. The paws are strange looking. But I was doing my best.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the like chest and booty reference.
The what?
I kind of like the colors here.
The
It said
colors?
chest and booty.
Oh, chest and booty. Okay.
I like the chest and booty reference. And I like the colors,
Okay.
but I'm not a big fan of other things.
I'm
Other
gonna
details I already mentioned.
I'm gonna take a second. Sorry if something happens, but I'm gonna try to which from me being on my actual Wi-Fi to me being on the extension and see if that changes anything. So if I lose connection, that's why. Okay, am I still here? Oh, okay. I'm back. Okay, I might have to switch back to the. Okay, back to the 5G, I guess. Yep, a little bit of troubleshooting. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, that didn't work. I tried. Okay. Test failed on camera. Let's get back. So yeah, sorry about if my friend ends up being all choppy. Okay.
I'm ready to move. Yeah, I'm ready to move on to the next drawing.
Okay.
This is where it's really clear that like the inside of his mouth is also blue.
Yeah, I noticed the blue tongue there.
Yeah. It's before I think it's before his blue toe beans, but I'm not sure if he ever. Yeah, I think I gave him blue toe beans at one, but he has his blue tongue, split tongue here.
Okay. Yeah, a little split
I don't like
tongue.
how I colored the
You, you what? You don't like what?
yeah, I don't like how I colored the nose. I don't like the general composition drawing in general. The background is very fun,
Yeah,
but the shape of the face is bothering me.
mm, yeah, the background's like taking his outline and kind of stretching it, making it bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
I was trying to figure out how to draw like the rat face shape, but also anthropomorphic,
Yeah.
and it was getting a little difficult.
I do think that this one does look better than how you did the one with the rainbow background. Like it does look more
And you can see he still has
the scar.
the star,
Oh, the star. Okay, I thought you
star
said.
people.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, I thought you said scar. Like,
In the
wait, what? He
next
has a
one,
scar?
he doesn't have star pupils.
Wow. How dare you forget his star pupils? How would he be the star pupil without him?
And the mohawk looks kind of chunky.
Looks chunky.
Yeah, have we moved on to the next one?
The one with the blue background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mohawk looks chunky. And
Uh,
I don't like how I drew his mouth specifically,
what's wrong with his
but
mouth?
I like everything else. It's just the muzzle shape and the mouth shape isn't
Hmm.
right.
Okay.
He kind of looks like the Grinch.
The Grinch.
Yeah.
Which adaptation of the Grinch? The original, the live action, or or that or the more newer one? I forgot.
Probably the one with isn't it Jim Carrey?
Yeah, the live action.
Yeah.
You'd say that one?
I would say both the live action and they both have similar like muzzles.
Okay, yeah, I see it. I kind of see it.
So now we're moving on to his first, not his first, but this would be his third full body reference, or his third like ref sheet, I guess.
Okay. So I
I
see.
actually really like it.
I see that you gave him blue toe beans, blue nails, blue eyes. I see a lot of blue. Da boo dee da boo da.
Yeah, it's his blue toe beans here. I don't like how
You don't like what? You cut out.
I actually really like this one. I really like the style. I like how I drew the ears. He's missing his lobes, which is sad.
That does seem to be a little pattern, though. They kind of appear and disappear.
Yeah. I mean, in his side profile one, they're kind of there, but not quite.
Hmm.
And like the cheek fluff, it's not bothering me as bad here. Not as outrageous. The mohawk, I'm not a fan of here, but it's not horrible. I really like this. I feel like it's pretty good. The transitions between the like paws and like the gray fur, the pure and the gray fur is just not it, but
Hmm.
it's
Okay.
not. I mean, it's pretty outrageous with the like paws,
Yeah.
but one of the wrist pauses of that, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I do like how this one is like. I like how he did the line art here. I like how he did the line art, and the colors are pretty good. But that's about all I can say.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have much to say either. I I will say that I do think his face does look a little bit more rat-like in these ones. So I think he definitely gotten that little portion down.
Yeah, I definitely worked pretty hard on making him look like a rat.
Yeah. So
But I think we are moving on to the newer
yeah,
the new design.
so this one is his newest design, and it honestly looks the most different. So would you like to so go ahead and start talking about this new act?
Yeah, he is technically still the same rat, I would say, because he's a shapeshifter alien.
Yeah.
Um, but he has more alien feature, and he's blonde because I'm blonde. My hair's
Yeah.
dyed right now, but I'm a natural, and
Uh,
he's a darker blonde because I'm dirty blonde.
yeah.
And I made his pinks brighter to match with the bright blues, but I might do a more dull version of his colors at some point, just to get back to my roots there. I
Okay.
don't have a whole lot to say about him other than there's like there I like the star paw pads I did. I really like how I drew the paws in general. It's a big improvement on how I was drawing the paws.
Yeah, but I can't help to
And
notice that are those star nipples?
yeah, kind of.
I just saw them and I was like, okay. And
Yeah,
I
kind
got
of. Yeah. I didn't want to make them pink because it was too loud.
yeah. And I noticed that you
He's a
added
little cutie. I like
yeah.
him.
I noticed that you added some like are those piercings or are those just straight up spikes in his tail?
All of the blue spikes are spikes.
Those spikes?
Yeah, they're not specific. They're not piercings. There's spikes on the tail and on the ears, and
Okay.
those are spikes.
Okay.
And then he has antenna, but the antenna kind of mimic the tail, sort of.
Yeah, I see that. They kind of look like tails on
And
head.
they have
What? They have what?
yeah, they have the stars at the
At the end of them?
yeah. I
Okay.
like how I did the Shinbi like arm fur and the paws. And I like the little paw I did. I'm in love with how I did these paws. They actually look like good paws.
They look like good
I'm thinking
paws.
about switching his. I'm thinking about making his ears more perky instead of being Dumbo ears.
Yeah, kind of
I
more
wanted to make him
sticking
a
up.
Dumbo because I felt like Yeah, I felt like if I was a rat, I would be a Dumbo rat.
Hmm. Okay.
But now I'm thinking maybe his design would look better if his ears were more on top of his head and his antennas were more where the Dumbo ears are.
Yeah. Kind of spaces them
Or
out a bit.
maybe I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to go with there. I'll probably change him multiple different ways all the time. Who knows? He's a shapeshifter. He can do whatever I want.
Yes, canonically, all these designs are still canon. They were just different phases, is what you're saying.
Although I feel like I should have moved the tail down more because I feel like it's conflicting with the paw.
Mm.
I feel like they're a little too
A little bit too close.
The next drawing, I I kind of like, but at the same point, I'm not completely happy with.
Mm.
Just because I don't know how I feel about the shape of the hair and the eyes.
Eyes and hair you're not sure about?
Yeah, I feel like the eyes. Well, I think that I don't know. There's something with the eyes and the hair that isn't quite right.
Maybe it's like,
Which the reason he has longer hair, as in the reason he has longer hair here than in the reference, is because his hair. Since he's a shapeshifter, he changes his hair a lot.
okay. But, but yeah, I noticed that you gave him like, uh, what are those shorts called? I forgot the name of the shorts, but they're the sleeveless ones with the, and,
Muscle tops?
yeah, those. And I do notice that there's like
Like
some,
a muscle shirt?
yeah, one of those, a muscle salt. And I do notice that on the eyelids there are some like lines that kind of section it off with a slightly different color there.
I feel like they might be part of what's bothering me. I think I should have made the line art there lighter, and his hair I should have made a better shape. I don't know how, but I'm not happy with the shape of the hair. I like the bangs a lot. Really like the bangs a lot, but the shape of the hair is just really not.
Okay, so you just know
Also, in the first thumbnail,
now what we
in the
analyze.
first thumbnail, uh, we're moving back to the first thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm on the first thumbnail.
He, I feel like he's a little too cute here. I don't know.
A little bit too cute.
Oh, also, in the drawing that we were just talking about, and in the thumbnail, I forgot to make his hand paws pink.
Oh, okay. So you wanted them to be pink in the. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see them now. They're more skin
Well,
color
if
instead
you
of.
look yeah, if
They're,
you look at his reference,
yeah, they're skin colored in the reference, but in these they're the same color as the fall.
yeah, well, it is pink fur. He has pink fur paws, and they're supposed to mimic like rat hands. They are actually paws with fur. They're not skin.
Mm.
So all of his pink fart pink parts, all of his pink parts are short fur or short pink fur, and
Okay.
then his blonde parts are more of a longer.
Okay. And some of y'all
And he's
probably. Oh,
a
go on.
he doesn't. I was gonna say he doesn't have his smoke point. I don't know what it's called. It's like a it's a smoke point or something where he has a darker color blending out from his nose, and he doesn't have that in like uh previous drawing, but in the thumbnail he does.
Ah, okay.
It's
And, and some of your.
trophy trophy.
Oh, What? You cutting out?
I said I said a creature feature featuring the creature.
Oh, okay. But on the previous thumbnail, some of y'all may have noticed that evolution is spelled wrong. I did correct him, and he did fix it. He sent it to me privately, but yeah. So the one that I ended up using does have it correctly spelled, and so does the second one. So let's talk about the second one. Oh, 1 second.
There's the eye, don't worry.
Wait, 1 second. I didn't have you pulled up. 1 second. Do that again.
There it is.
Yep, there
The
it is.
eye
The IO tried to go
that I
into
forgot.
retirement. Tried to go into
And
early
then the
retirement.
in the second thumbnail, you have Scruff in a Zoom call
Yeah.
and Rat as the Ash baby.
Yeah, I have no clue what the Ash Baby is. What is the Ash Baby?
Good question. It's like a it's like the plankton.
Should I be scared to Google this on YouTube? Doing a YouTube video. Ash Baby?
Look, I can show Ash baby on my phone. Pull me
Okay.
up.
Yep, pulling you up. Okay.
That's the Ash baby. It's just an image that people use as a reaction image.
Ah, okay. So were you trying to react like, oh, we're just suddenly ending type of thing?
Yeah, I have Scruff on this call, and then we have Ash baby Rat, who has the I gave him the septum piercing this time.
Mm, okay. And I do have to say, I like how you added the tuft of hair to the back of Scruff's head. Because when I looked at the previous one and saw that little bald spot between the ears, it felt off, but I didn't want to say anything. So kind of adding that tuft of hair that goes into
Oh
the...
yeah. Oh, that's not a bald spot. That's the back of the other ear.
Ah, okay. But yeah, I do like...
You're seeing the orange piece back of the other.
Okay, seeing the orange piece of the other hair. I mean, other ear, not other
The other
hair,
ear.
like that. Okay, but yeah, I do like this little tuft of hair you gave to the back of the head. But yeah, this is based...
I really like I was really playing with the different pins on IBISX whatever.
So you were just
I was
messing around?
playing with the different
Okay,
I was playing with the different brushes.
got it. Zoom. I can see a little
All
me
his
and then two other screens right there.
all his hair is gone.
Oh, yeah, oh,
Since he's been
okay.
turned to ash, all his hair's gone.
I like to think that he's
Until if you
shape-shift
zoom
into
in,
this.
like he probably did. Probably walking around as a little rat baby. Have you seen what baby rat looks like?
Baby rat? I don't think so. I don't think you sent a picture of baby rat.
Well, a baby rat looks like this. So
Oh, little hell. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that before. Little, little
they're called
hairless thing.
pinkies.
Pinkies. The pinky and the brain.
Yeah, they're
A
called pinkies,
copyright astray.
and they're really like tall and gross and hairless. Look at the screen.
Yep, I'm looking. I'm showing.
Like a salamander. Oh, this one's gray because it has a little bit of hair. This is what he looks
Ooh.
like.
Okay, so canonically, this is what he
This
looks
is
like.
what he looks like in
In,
Ash Baby.
okay, in Ash Baby form, that's what he looks like, people.
Uh, he's got his like 3 to 6 hairs on his head. 3 to 7 hairs on his head left over.
Okay. So yeah, this...
I had fun drawing it.
Yeah, I believe it. But yeah, I'd say part 2 went pretty well. shorter than the last part, but that was to be expected since we did look at less images. I guess we can go back up and look at that bonus image I sent the link to. So do we want to look at that and I can kind of talk about it?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, I'm
You're
hitting.
the person who owns the channel. You're a leader.
Yeah,
Follow the
okay.
leader.
Yep, here it is. So, as you can see, basically I made this for a art class, like a ceramics class. We had to design multiple mugs, and the teacher would pick which one we would do. So I designed one mug, which was based on a mimic, another one based on the second one based on a yokai, and the third one based on Scruff. And the side profile does not look bad, but if you look at the little front picture in the corner, that doesn't look the best.
You end up making the mug.
No, I ended up making the mimic mug, I believe, because the way she did it was it was depending on which one was number one. So you'd be more likely to get number one than two or three. And I kind of forgot that fact. So yeah, I really wanted to make this one based on a yokai because I thought I really liked it. But Scruff was like my second best, but I wasn't sure how I was gonna do the bandana out of clay, honestly. But
I mean, it would have probably been made out of coils, I would guess.
maybe. But yeah, literally, I'm pretty sure this the words on top of it basically says everything that needs to be known. My first picture of Scruff that I made by myself is of Scruff as a mug for my school. So yeah,
You think you're gonna try drawing Scruff more often?
I definitely want to try to get better at art because I do kind of feel bad always asking you.
It just takes practice.
Yeah, I do always feel bad asking you and then you not wanting to be paid because I
You
have
don't
a.
always ask me though.
It feels like I always ask you though, and I feel bad.
I remember you told me Scruff's new design, and you didn't even ask me to draw it. I just sent you the image randomly.
Yeah,
And I was the one who wanted to make the thumbnail. I didn't ask.
yeah, but yeah,
But practice makes perfect. If you put aside time and you use references and you practice often, then you'll eventually get to where you want to be with art.
and of course that doesn't just apply to me. That applies to anyone watching this video, right?
Yeah, you just have to practice, use references. Like don't be too hard on yourself. If you get too frustrated, then you're not going to be able to get better because you're busy giving up. You can't give up, obviously.
Yeah, giving up is for people who
Most
give
of the
up.
like trouble of most of the trouble of being an artist is if you give up, then you're not going to get better. If you keep doing things the same way every time, you're not going to grow. You have to try new things, get out of the box. You have to use references. Like I know I didn't want to use references because I was like, no, then I'm not making it by myself with my own imagination. That's not true. You need them in order to like learn anatomy and like sometimes somebody draws a way that you like and learn how to change your style in order to be happy with it.
Yeah, and I feel like
Being
these
an artist is
I feel like these two videos definitely show that a lot because just Rat by himself, you can see how much he has changed with art style and all.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I've been doing a lot of lineless stuff lately with softer colors. Although I really like doing stuff that has a lot of line work and really messy line work with a lot of it. So I have a few different ways I like to draw, but it's try different. because then it helps you get better.
Okay. Oops. How do I? Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'd say these two parts went pretty well, besides the ending of the last video. So, if unless we have anything else to say, am I good to do the outro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well then, I hope y'all have enjoyed this little two-parter. If y'all want to see my friend Alexander here again on the channel, leave a comment. If you want to see any of my other friends, go ahead and leave a comment, because I do think it would be fun to get people on, my other friends on the channel, and maybe play some Scribblio or some Minecraft or something. Just kind of have some fun. So if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified anytime I upload a video. And this has been Scruff the Fox. And have a good day. Would you like to say goodbye as well?
Bye.
Oh wow, that was so delayed. Your lips moved and then the sound came. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.